These verses take rappers to the church like pastors. Stepping with my weapon on, repping what I'm stepping on. Check that I've been sketching on, protect what I'm investing on. Her ring was off, her dress was on. She do it till the rest is gone. Then she made a mess all on the bed that I was resting on. Brought me till the stress is gone, smoke it till the press is gone. They put me in the center, I'm the one that they investing on. Pull up on your block and I spin it, spin it, spin it again till I get spinning on.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, episode 116. How are you doing, Mike?
Doing great.
Doing great.
It's doing great. It's doing great.
It is episode 116. It is hump day.
Hump day.
We've got a lot going on today. One funny observation that I made, Mike.
Uh-huh.
I was watching the show from yesterday. And it's funny because you can watch your whole parenting process take place.
Uh-huh.
Just by watching your face.
Uh-huh.
I'm watching you specifically, you know, and I see you go, like you made a face like like fucking stop.
Uh-huh.
At a point you were like kind of sit back and you were like looking like, you know, beyond the camera.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Like
I'm watching Mike's whole parenting process play out.
Oh, I had to mute my mic because he was running around with one of the filters on, chasing some kind of monster, screaming, laughing at the top of his lungs. I'm just like, so I was like, all right, let me mute this.
Yeah.
Smile along like I'm paying attention. Like I had to turn the conversation volume down at a couple points. I was like, what the hell is my kid doing? Making sure, he's not dead.
Right.
Come back in. Hopefully no one's talking to me. If I start talking, is my mic unmuted,
Right. I was cracking up. I picked it up pretty early.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to watch this for a while and see, and watch what you do.
Yeah.
It was entertaining, man.
Yeah, that's like most of the time, he'll just sit there and chill or come over, run over to me, ask me to find something on the phone real quick for him. This one, he was just running around making movies and stuff.
He's become quite a movie maker, I see, man.
He has like a couple of the ones that he'll make, they have like, he'll show me and there's like, a beginning, a middle, and an end to them.
Yeah.
We were just relaxing yesterday. I was so tired. I was like laying down. So he comes up to lay down with me and he has his phone and I'm talking to him and he's just kind of giving me the side eye. I'm thinking, all right, he just doesn't want to listen to me. Then all of a sudden he just starts giggling. The big old smile comes on and he hits play on his phone. It was our conversation. My voice has changed, going through filters and stuff. Like he's just laughing his ass off. I'm like, you little shit.
That is hilarious, man.
Oh,
hold on. Our phones are ringing off the hook, man. Hold on one second.
Oh God. Uh-oh. We know who it is.
Hey, you're on the air. Is this Rob?
Hello. Hola.
Hey, Rob.
Hola, this is Roberto El Chapo, Chicano man.
I don't know who the fuck this is. I thought it was Rob.
Hey, it's Roberto El Chapo.
What's up, man?
I hear you dissing Chicanos in Walmart yesterday.
I did.
Hey, man, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Not good. You're messing with my gringos, man.
They were all half size, man. I've never seen so many people uniformly small. They were I don't know, probably a little over 3 feet, both of them,
Dos stupido Yinzers.
All right. Take the next call. Now this one's Rob. Hey, Rob, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I had to throw that in there.
Oh, that's hilarious, man. And they were just, like I said, it was so odd. They were just these two little guys. They were the same exact height. I mean, if they stood back to back, these guys would have been the same exact. It was just a bizarre situation,
Well, I'm short too,
Are you?
Yeah.
How tall are you, Rob?
I am not overweight. I'm under tall.
Okay. I like
I'm
it.
5'4".
Okay.
So it was actually, Rob's Mexican cousins that were following you
How's it going
around.
there, Mikey?
Mike
Oh, it's
said that it
going
was
great.
actually your Mexican cousins. Your Mexican cousins were the ones that I seen in Walmart.
Yeah, my Mexican cousins. Yeah, I'm Slovak German. Yeah, that worked out really well. Yeah, I don't know what part of the continent that came to. What part that came from?
What did you play the Mega Millions, Rob?
I did not.
Well,
Did
hey,
somebody hit it?
you were in
No.
luck because it is up over $1 billion.
Get the hell out of here.
$1.02 billion.
What the hell would you do with 600 million after it's all done and over?
You'd find something.
That's a
man.
lot of cocaine and a lot of
trust
hookers.
me, I'd find plenty of things to do.
Yeah. All the things that you all the things that you work for, all the things that you dream about doing if you ever had the money, all the little hobbies that you could do if you were, you didn't have to work and you could kind of do your own thing. I mean, there's so much that you could do. And the fact that you just have all that rest of that money as a safety net, you could just live comfortably and be happy,
That sounds all great on the surface, but I know how I am personally. I think I'd be somewhat miserable, and I think I'd get myself in trouble. I know how I am.
More than likely.
So maybe a little bit of humility, staying where I'm at, is probably not a bad thing.
But hear me out, Rob. You get yourself into a little bit of trouble. You got money to get yourself out of trouble.
Well, yeah, it's called fuck you money.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So you
everybody wants fuck you money.
Yes, absolutely, man. That's the American dream right there.
Hey, I travel a lot, right?
Yes, sir.
I had an experience yesterday that only probably maybe a few people have only had.
Oh, what happened?
I was in Chicago, and I go to Chicago quite a bit.
Right.
And I'm a fan of, all the early 80s movies like Breakfast Club and 16 Candles, Ferris Bueller, all them types of movies, right?
Absolutely.
Well, the school where, let's see, Ferris Bueller picked up not Cameron. What the hell is it? Simone?
Yeah.
In Cameron's car.
Right out front.
And also that is the same school in the Breakfast Club where they were all trapped in the school and everything else.
Yes.
Well, I had a chance to. I've been wanting to for a long time to actually go to where that school was. Now it's no longer a school. It hasn't been a school for quite a very, very, actually a very long time. But it is now a state police barracks now.
Oh, wow.
But it still has the original facade for the most part, and it was easily recognizable as soon as I pulled up. And I took some pictures and took some selfies, and I actually got a chance to stand near the steps where they filmed that movie, dude.
Wow. That's really cool. Now, did somebody tell you where it was at, or did you just kind of figure this out on your own?
Well, I kind of figured on my own because, I knew, you look at Ferris Bueller, for example, it's based in Chicago,
Right.
So I figured it had something to do with a tie in there. And I did some research a while back, and I was just like, you need to tell me, I've been so close to this place for so many times. I figured, you know what, I took some time and I went and did it yesterday. And it's just another thing. I wouldn't call it a bucket list thing, but I've been to a few other places, and, I've been able to touch, some Hollywood, some Hollywood things over the years. And that's just another one I checked off on my list.
That's really cool, man. That is really
cool.
Yeah,
it was really neat.
Wow. Yeah, I can picture the scene now. He pulls up in front. I think it was supposed to be her dad or something picking her up, and it was Ferris.
Right, it was right.
Yes.
And then of course, the principal comes out.
Yes.
Yeah, that goofy. Either way, I never liked that guy.
You know what? Everything he's in, he almost plays that same part.
Wasn't he in, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he in Beetlejuice, right?
Yes.
He was the dad, yeah.
Yeah, he was the dad.
Right.
He was. That was, you know, and I could picture him in a few other things, but he was a goofy bastard, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, Rob. I'm glad you got to see that, man.
I wanted to share that with you. I was, listening to the show yesterday, and like I do most days, and I heard you had the laundry girl there, and that was pretty cool watching, listening to her and watching that yesterday. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we love her when she comes on. She knows she's always welcome on, and it's always a good time.
I was going to say something to that effect, and to say, she was talking about how Americans are so mean.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now. I already told you I was a Slovak German, so maybe I could try to convince her that I'm, it's the Italian cheesy Canadian, eh?
There you go.
You were talking about pizza yesterday, too.
You could take her up to have some poutine up on the border.
Yeah. There you go. French fries, cheese curds, and gravy.
Yes, sir.
It is actually quite good. Everywhere is kind of different, but everybody stays pretty much the same.
Right. You could have some poutine, maybe some pizza.
Right. That word always sounds so dirty to me. But I'm not going to say nothing, man.
Hey.
All right, Roberto.
Right.
Hey, brother, we do appreciate.
Okay, Roberto. Okay, there, Senor Lion, Senor Mike, Miguel. Hey. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
All right, sir. You have a great one. Thank you for calling in, my man. Be careful out there, all right?
All right, I will. Bye-bye.
All right, take care, Rob. Roberto, everybody. Roberto, I didn't know what the hell was going on at first. I didn't know if that was truly an actual Mexican or if it was Rob playing his games, but it was old Rob Bone playing games.
Good old Rob.
Good old Rob.
It's always an interesting part of the show when Rob calls in. You never know where it's going.
Absolutely, man. He sets the pace.
Yeah. Like if you're down, like I was a little down today, a little tired. I had like 3 hours of sleep last night. Rob coming in, providing the funny, kind of perks you up.
Yes, absolutely. And that's pretty cool that he got to go to that school. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I would never really think of that. It's something that, if you're familiar or where it's at, or if you just really love Ferris Bueller, people like that would know and maybe have been there. But I've never even thought twice. I think that'd be pretty sick, man.
Yeah, because like you were saying, that school was in a lot of movies, like a lot of the John Hughes movies.
I'd like to go to that. What is that thing? That water, not a waterfall, but that fountain at the beginning of Married with Children. I heard somewhere that wasn't even actually in Chicago. That's from somewhere else, and they put it in there. But I don't know. I could have been drinking with friends and heard that. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
it's kind of like
that would always be cool to see that, just because I was a huge Married with Children fan, and to experience being at that fountain, I think would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's like an iconic. Part of one of the greatest sitcoms of all time. So that thing's like iconic. Everyone knows it, especially like from our era.
And how could you look at that fountain without even thinking that music? You know what I mean? You could be standing there staring at it.
Yeah.
That Married with Children music would just keep playing in my head the whole time.
Yeah. It's in my head now too.
They are doing, they're doing that cartoon. It's a deal. They're working on it. The actors are being the voices. Instead of doing a reboot of the show like everybody else is doing, they are making a Married with Children, the cartoon, and all the actors will be back doing the voices for it. So I'm really,
awesome.
Really excited about that. Those cartoon remakes are kind of hit or miss, but they were funny, man. Hopefully they put something good out.
Hopefully, because I want it to be good.
Absolutely.
I want it to be so good.
And that's what a lot of people that do these things are worried about. They're worried about the value of their work in the past if they can't come out and duplicate that and make people laugh and bring it back to the surface. And I do know, check this out. That old band that they were a group basically from the 70s. They were a disco group called ABBA.
Yeah.
Dancing Queen. Okay.
Yeah.
So apparently ABBA, about 15 years ago, they were offered $1 billion, $1 billion to do, a return tour.
Yeah.
And they turned it down because they didn't want the reputation and how people had remembered them from the 70s to be tarnished. And you know what? That's super interesting just because, $1 billion can make all that go away if you wanted it to. But I don't know. It's kind of, I think it falls in the same line.
Yeah. And I think it speaks to like, where they're from though too, if they're still living in Sweden and everything, God, they live a comfortable life there. You don't need $1 billion. You can, so yeah, I would take it. I'd sign that check. I'll tarnish my image, my reputation. Because like Michael Caine, he was in like what, Jaws 3 or one of the bad Jaws movies, and he was like, I never saw the movie, but I saw the house it bought.
Yeah, right.
So you can, artists, they're in it for the art, but they're also in it for the money too, because you're going to get into anything to make money. You have to.
That's your job. That's your livelihood.
Cut me that $1 billion check, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Apparently Benny and Bjorn, the two guys, the bees in ABBA, they were working with somebody semi recently. I recall the story. It's like a band now. It's somebody now, and I seen that the two guys were involved helping them do something. I know that Anna Freed, she was a recluse apparently. Even when they tried to contact her to do something that they didn't want to do, she was very hard to get a hold of. And Anietta, I think she's one that's actually living the comfortable life in Sweden, if I'm not mistaken, which is super crazy because I do sound like an ABBA nerd. However,
yes, because you knew all their names, dude.
I knew all their names, but I had a boss that was really into that stuff, and you just kind of learn over time. I worked with him for almost 15 years, so I mean, there's just certain things you pick up. Like Karen Carpenter's middle name is Ann. Just useless shit up there. I tell you what though, ABBA is how can you listen to an ABBA song and not like it? They're catchy.
They are, and it's not like the bad type of catchy. Like if one of their songs gets stuck in your head, like if Dancing Queen gets stuck in your head, that's fine. Right. You're not going to have a bad day.
And then if you're at work and you hear Dancing Queen come on, you don't necessarily go, it's ABBA.
Yeah, you're like, all right, it's
only 17.
Oh, they used to play it where I used to work all the time, and that was my jam. That thing come on, hell, I'd start dancing.
A couple of things I want to get to, Mike, because again, we have a lot going on today. Like I mentioned earlier, nobody won the Mega Millions last night, so the jackpot price goes up to 1.02 billion. So there you go. I think I'm going to play this time. I know I'm not going to win. I think it's fucking crazy, but I can't walk away from a chance at $1 billion. So I will be playing. I think that's Friday night. It goes off.
And I was wrong. The annuity, I just now saw it here, is over 30 years. 30 years.
Fuck it, I ain't taking that. I'm just gonna say
I'm too old for that shit, man. I'm like 70 something. Give me the $4 billion now.
Yeah,
or $4 million,
$400
million.
Guaranteed to be living. You know what I mean? With people dropping like flies and nobody even has any idea what's going on in the world. Give me that fucking money right now. I ain't playing no 30-year bullshit. There ain't no 30 years with me. You know what I'm saying? I just So also in Lawrence County, just yesterday, a $580,000 winner on a Cash 5 ticket sold. 580,000, Mike.
I'll take 580,000 after taxes, whatever that is. Fuck yeah, I'll take that.
Hell yeah.
That's not fuck you money, but it's nice little nest egg money.
Couple other things, Mike. We do want to thank Casey for coming in yesterday. She was awesome as always. I think that little Scratchers toy is so fucking cool. I might just get it for me to have.
It's catnip. It's not weed.
But still, it's got to do something, right?
You would think, but probably no.
So Casey, we thank her as always. The new Miss Dum Yinzers. Also, again, like we were saying yesterday, go on and vote for Antoine from over at Hit 'em Hard Music for Hustler of the Year.
Yes.
The YNC Hip Hop Awards is on August 5th, which I believe is next Friday. It's going to be down at Club Insomnia in Brookline. Get down there, go vote. There's I don't know, like I said, about half dozen different categories: male performer, female performer. But go down to the Hustler of the Year category. Click that link. You go down about 5 names, give or take, and it says Antoine Prime Carter. Click on that, and you're done. Literally, it takes you under 10 seconds. Get in there, vote as many times as you can.
Hell yeah!
Be nice to see him win that. Also, Mike, a couple of things on the home front here. What do we got? Did you see the parking lot collapsing in Penn Hills yesterday?
No, but it seems like everything is collapsing in the Pittsburgh area.
It is. That's what the first thing that came to my mind was these sinkholes, these potholes, and now the parking lot, Mike. The parking lot collapses. Yes, you see that?
Was a sinkhole bust there?
I don't know, but you know what? It's fucking crazy, man. That's just crazy. Everything is caving in our city, man. Also, another local story: Greensburg mom accused of selling her daughter's urine to pass drug tests. So that's going on around here. Mom,
I hate people. I got nothing.
I'm gonna jump over. I'm gonna jump over here to sports real quick. The Buccos drop another one to the Cubs. They completely lay a goose egg against the Cubs this weekend. Lose both of the games. They lost 4-2 yesterday. They dropped to 4th place. They're now 14 games back in division. The Cubbies are 13.5. Buccos 40-58. They start tomorrow. 4 games set at home against the Philadelphia Phillies. That starts at 7:05 tomorrow evening. Also, Mike, the Cam Hayward. I just want to tell you this. His quote was, Cam Hayward has a goal of making the Steelers defense #1 in the NFL. I think Cam Hayward really honestly ought to just work on himself for right now. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, but he's making a lot of these early season predictions that you see in movies or in just crazy situations, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of tacky. Good.
He's been like all over the media talking this, talking that, and then he had had to say, I think Ben's wrong. There's not a lot of me first guys here. Like, Cam, you're the #1 me first guy. Look at yourself.
Yeah.
Worried about your Madden ratings. Worried about, making the defense
That's
#1.
Aren't they ain't they kind of worrying about the wrong things?
He is. He's the biggest. He talks so much. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't won anything in the league. Shut your mouth, Cam. Shut your mouth. You haven't won a defensive player of the year. You haven't won a Super Bowl. You haven't won a playoff game.
That's causing a lot of funk between people in the league. It's a video game. Get your head in the fucking game and get ready to play football. This is literally a video game. These aren't real people. These are little imaginary guys that have your number written by. You know what I mean? This for guys that make $1 million to do their job, I don't think this is something they should be worrying about right now. It's becoming a little much. And you know what? If he keeps talking, it could perhaps be a distraction.
He's just it won't be a distraction because the media loves Cam. They love him. They love him.
Do they really?
Oh yeah, they love him. They eat up everything he says. Because he'll come out after a loss and be all pissing and moaning, and we need to do this, blah blah blah. But he never takes blame. Never takes blame. Where we had a quarter.
I just can't not talk about today. This story.
All right.
I thought was so. All right, hold on. All right, Florida rapper, Raleigh Bands, B-A-N-D-S, dares his haters on Instagram to confront him. You want a piece of me? You know where I live, blah, blah, blah. Shot dead 5 minutes later. 5 minutes. He gets on Instagram, says whatever. I really wish that there was, kind of what was said in the Instagram message, but it summed it up and said that he got on, told his haters, you know where to find me. I'm always there. I'll be blank here in so many minutes. 5 minutes later, gunned down, dead. Raleigh bands.
That's like the epitome of fucking around and finding out.
You ain't kidding, man.
Like it's not funny that he got shot and killed because of why anyone would do that.
Right.
Is stupid. But like the whole situation, it's just
Yeah.
Like, you come confront me. You're not expecting someone to come roll up and just shoot you. You expect, someone to yap their gums like, hey, let's fight. No, I'm just gonna gun you down. That's wild. That's wild.
It's like the world's not fucking crazy enough as it is. You have to invite crazy people to come in and try to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a video game, son. You know what I'm saying? People, and here's the thing. I don't know if it's any connection, but people have this thing in their mind, like Grand Theft Auto. You get killed and you come back and do. You know what I'm saying? Like, how stupid are some of these things that people are doing now? There's no second time. You're done. You're done. Game's over.
Yeah, it's like you said, like, it's crazy enough out there. Don't invite the crazy.
You're right.
Keep that shit away. That's just wild though. Wild. Who would he's probably thinking, all right, come up, we'll jaw back and forth, whatever you want to throw down, we'll throw down.
Here's the thing though. If you don't get killed, if he doesn't get murdered, he could step back on the social media site and be like, look, I told all my haters where they could find me. I told them where I would be. Look, they were afraid. They didn't come get me. I'm still alive. Maybe that was going to be his next move.
Yeah.
But they found him, man.
Yep.
Raleigh bands.
That's wild.
Choco Tacos, the treat from Taco Bell that we all came to love as we were growing up, and then they started selling them in grocery stores. Mike, they discontinued the Choco Taco after 30 years. Yeah,
something like that. My boss and I were talking about that at work this morning. He was like, I'm distraught that they're discontinuing it. Like, oh, you like them? He's like, I never had one in my life, but I'm just distraught at the news.
Yeah.
Like, I never had one either. I've, heard, Choco Taco. I've never seen a chocolate taco until that article yesterday.
Really?
I mean, I am like their demo. Okay. Fat guy. I am their demo and I didn't hear about them. So maybe their marketing wasn't on point enough.
Well, you know what? When I was a kid, or not when I was a kid, even like when I was in my late teens, early adult, and I still lived with my parents, that was like the thing. It was just, Ryan, could you run a Taco Bell and get me a Choco Taco? So there I was making this trek across the county to get my mom a Choco Taco. So I was very familiar with these damn things. Yeah. They were good, but you know what I mean? There's only so many flavor things you could do with that particular item. I mean, it's ice cream, there's chocolate, and there's a waffle cone. So, it was what it was. There was nothing amazing about it. It was just the fact that you're eating a snack taco,
Now I kind of want one because they're going away.
Yeah, you gotta get one before they go.
Do I though? Really? I can hold out and just be like the guy. It's like, yeah, no, I never had one.
No, you
don't. Just
like
it make people irrationally angry.
You don't want to be that guy.
I kind of want to be that guy.
Do you see this kid? McDonald's employee took the ammunition out of his handgun and threw it on the grill to see what it would do. He threw these at work. He took these live rounds out of his gun, threw them on the hot fryer grill. He started exploding.
That's insane. Like, what do you think was going to happen? Let me put something that's
well. No matter what, nothing. No. You know what I mean?
No, because I'm assuming if you own a firearm, you understand the mechanics of it. Thing goes down, hits, cause ignition, heat source, boom, and go that way. What
400.
What do you think was going to happen?
What them fryers usually 450, give or take.
Did he throw it on the air fryer or the grill, or he threw it on the grill?
The grill, yes.
You throw meat down, it starts sizzling right away. Haven't you seen like any old westerns when like they would throw it in there just to, the good guys throw it in there, kill all the bad guys?
Or like seriously, you don't even have to have common sense. I mean, it's just don't fucking throw live ammunition on a fucking 500 degree.
Exactly.
surface.
Exactly.
Did you literally just start and decide to take bullets and throw it on a friend? You know what I mean? The person should have known
Yeah.
that wasn't
Yeah.
going to be good.
That's a no bueno situation. No bueno. No bueno.
Lickable TV screen. Lickable TV screen that you could taste was developed in Japan, Mike. Pornhub is going to be lit, baby.
It is. That's wild. That's wild. Pornhub's gonna be lit. I thought I could blow past that one, but I can't.
But that's an interesting concept. You know what I mean?
It is, yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna work, but
yeah, because I'd be afraid.
Yeah. And then you can't really, I mean, you lick your screen and that's it. I mean, you can't lick other people can't lick yours. I mean, it's got to be a real a real intimate thing. I mean, not just anybody could lick your screen. So
yeah, that's no. I don't want anyone. Weird. I don't want anyone licking my TV screen.
No.
No.
I don't even want anyone looking at my TV screen.
No. Yeah, get your own TV. Get out of my house. Yeah. I don't care if I invited you over. So get out of here, people.
I just got a note, Mike. It's gonna be about another 5 minutes on that. So.
Okay. Cool.
Another thing here. Where did I see that?
Uh-oh. You're thinking.
Shut up. There it is. China. Back in the news for tracking out of control rocket. Amid fears it could fall anywhere. The rocket is set to fall to the Earth in the next few days. They sent this rocket up. I don't know if they didn't have a game plan, whether it went crazy, but something is supposed to be falling to the Earth in the next couple of days, and they have no idea where it's going to land.
Land on me. Just, I'm sore. I'm tired. I'm cranky. Just land on me. Yeah, that's all I want. Or just land on my house or something, so I get a nice insurance settlement. Just something, but just.
Now they're friends. China's friends. Russia is pulling out of the International Space Station, which I find is very interesting.
Yeah,
being their position in the the space.
Yeah,
everything for the past 40, 50 years, they are pulling out. And I don't know the story, but I can imagine it has something to do with everything that's going on around the world.
Yeah,
Russia no longer going to be involved in the International Space Station.
I'm surprised it took this long for them to drop out of that International Space Station program.
Really?
Yeah, you figure, with like you said, with everything that was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do know also
Ryan.
Yeah.
We're up. Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, living the dream. How are you today?
How you doing, J0K3R?
Hey, hanging in there. What can I say? Running a little late. I apologize for that.
That's all right. Normally I'm the late one, so you're good.
Yeah, we wait on his ass every day, so no biggie, man. Hey,
I had to go take a chair out of the parking spot. Had to go remove a chair out of the parking spot.
That's quintessential Western PA right there.
Yes, very yes. So J0K3R, you are a rapper, correct?
I am. Yeah.
Now let me ask you, J0K3R, how long have you always been into hip hop?
Well, I've been publicly I've been in hip hop for about going on 2 years now.
Okay.
Doing live shows for about a year now. So I've been making music, I don't know, since I can remember. Recording it is a whole different story. So
right.
I'm kind of like still new at the whole mixing and doing everything on my own. I don't do anything in the studio. I do everything in house. So
nice.
Yeah, it's been about two full years I've got invested publicly. So yeah. For a while.
Have you always been an artsy person? I mean, like you said, like writing music, making music, just into creating things?
Oh yeah, for sure. All my life.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually pursuing still am in pursuit of a career in graphic design. So yeah, it's nice. Just a little. I'm an artsy kind of person.
Well, I tell you what, I didn't know what to expect. I went and I checked out your music. I checked out Drop and I checked out Die Young. You're good. You're you know, certainly no, you're welcome. And I don't know if you checked anything out, Mike, but I was
did.
impressed. Did you check it out?
Yes. I'm terrible at remembering names of songs, but the one when you're got in the video down by the train tracks.
Oh, that's I Dare You. That was like one of my very first.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was me and just
one,
a tripod.
Yeah, that one. The one from one of the live events that you had posted on there. I checked that one out as well. And I think two live events. The one with when you're at Butler Music
P-Town.
and the other one, the P-Town one. Yeah.
Yeah,
so that was good. It was really good. Yeah.
Thank you.
And that was one thing that I did pick up, Joker Trey, is you perform up at the Butler hip hop community.
I do.
Yep. Well with everybody. I mean, we've had quite a few interviews with people that either perform there regularly or are connected with guys that we talk to pretty regularly. You've been performing up there for a while.
I have. I also have a performance coming up in September. We're doing an outside stadium show.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, I was supposed to tell everybody that anybody who ever wants to get down with them, I sent over the details for like the links and stuff for their page and stuff. I don't know if you guys want to post that or not, but I'm supposed to remind everybody that every Saturday they do local trash pickup and community service through that organization as well. So if you guys are in Butler and have nothing to do and want to help out, you can get a hold of Ev right there.
That is totally up Mike's alley. I will send him up there. I'll get him one of them vests, and he'll be picking up trash this week. Joker Trey. So a couple years now, you've been working on your music, and like I said, I got on, and I didn't really know what to expect. I think that you're very interesting. Of course, Joker Trey is trans now.
Yeah.
Joker, how long have you been doing that?
It's kind of funny because it kind of goes hand in hand with my music for real.
I was kind of making that correlation, so I'm picking your brain a little bit here.
So I started my transition about 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
So I was already about halfway decided, hey, this is my moment, my time to shine as a human being. So I also went on and hopped on board and said, hey, look, I'm just going to do this music thing too. I'm just going to go, pedal to the metal, you know what I mean? Live my best life the best way I can. So it kind of went hand in hand with that. So like, I'm 2.5 years in transition. Still got a long way to go, but it's been a big deal. It's been a lot of sacrifices, but I'm happy,
that's all that matters.
That's awesome. And like where I was kind of going was, I think it's perfect because a lot of times you get talented rappers, and I'm going to use somebody that you may know for an example. Do you know Tempo? FYF, mm-hmm. He performs up there. Mm-hmm. Great rapper. He's a great freestyle rapper. And I was telling the guys that hit him hard the other day, about a month ago, we went to see them. He almost needs something to make him stand out, because otherwise he's this white guy who can rap. And guess what?
Right.
There's a gazillion. Now,
right.
You always need something to draw attention to yourself. And what more in this, especially in this time, in this day, I think, it's just everything from pride is becoming more acceptable. People are finally starting to put their guards down a little bit. And you almost have the perfect, and I don't want to call it a gimmick because, it's more who you are, but it's almost a gimmick in a sense that, you got all these rappers out there, these young white men, but they're going to look at you. They're going to look at you, Joker, not for the wrong, whatever reason it is, but you're going to grab their attention and you're going to get that opportunity to make them hear you. And I think that that's big, and your chance is probably better now than ever in the history of our country to do something like this. Do you agree?
I certainly hope so. I do. Granted, I do recognize that, the world is a crazy situation constantly. My message with my music in generally is, peace and love, you know what I mean, and acceptance. And I have a plethora of titles of songs that are just out there. They're emotional, anywhere from sad to angry. You know, I make a lot of sad music, but I also try to make beautiful music that connects with people, like on a general specific level. You know what I mean? General enough to captivate an audience and specific enough to ring true to them, you know, individually, you know, and that's what I try to do. And I don't really want to say like with like a pompous attitude, but I'm trying to be like a symbol of hope for anybody who's in the same position as you or me. You know what I mean? Like,
and how could that be a bad thing? You know what I mean? It's true. I mean, just because somebody looks a little different, they kind of get deemed bad or wrong, and that's not the case. Like you said, your music is a total opposite of that. You're trying to spread the message of love, and you know, I really dig what you do, Joker Trey. I really do. And I think that, you know, I'm going to continue to follow you as an artist because there's something about you that's interesting in the world of entertainment, especially in America. You know, there's such a wide array of different kind of people and ideas, and I like the angle that you're coming from. I like it. I think that it's interesting, and I think there's certainly a market, and there's going to be people that's going to like you that because you're doing what you're doing. And I think that there's going to be an opportunity for you to grow what you're doing because people are finally in 2022 getting like I said, putting their guards down a little bit.
Definitely.
You know, that kind of paves the way for you. And if you really keep with it, I think a lot of things good things can come your way.
Well, that's certainly the idea, you know. Like I even started a YouTube channel, and I try to broadcast and get local and independent artists on there to, you know, I play their music, and I give them a little bit of reaction, play a little bit of my music. We have a little shots of rum and have some fun. I do that every Sunday, you know, just trying to like get my name out there and help other, you know, people, you know, get their stuff played. And I certainly am about the community as much as I can be. So I just hope one day the community completely embraces me. That's what I'm working for, you know.
So so the streaming, that's the quaff waffle.
The quaff waffle, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I was on your YouTube page today, and I was, you know, checking everything out, and I saw those, and I was going to ask about that, and you beat me to it by talking about it. But yeah, like that was kind of cool. Like you were having, you know, people bring in their own music, and you said you're giving that live reaction. That's something you really don't see a whole lot happening on online, is, you know, artists collaborating like that. I thought it was kind of cool. I watched probably like 20 minutes here and there from different episodes, and it was very
a long stream.
I saw something like 5-hour stream, 5-6 hour streams. I was like, that's awesome. But yeah, it's
I just started doing that like about 2 months ago.
Oh, nice.
Solidly, yeah. And it's great because it's allowed me access to a community of a bunch of artists that range from all over the place, you know. And it's wonderful to be embraced by, you know, a community like that, and it's growing more and more each day. So I'm glad to be a part of that.
And you know what else goes to your advantage, I think, is the city. A lot of times people go to the city looking for recognition, and people go to the city because it's more, you know, it's more diverse. I think the city would almost be more beneficial for you. I don't know what you know, like you said, you hope one day the Butler community will embrace you fully. You know, I don't know the stories, but Butler it's kind of up out of the way. It's distant from the city life. So, I mean, I can imagine that. However, you know, going down to the Berg, maybe taking some road trips to New York. I mean, places like that.
That's the plan. You know, that's the plan.
Just the right eyes just have to see you. You know what I mean? And it just makes you think: is Butler the place for that? You gotta, you know, think and
Butler just it's a place where, see, like currently right now I'm actually living in Butler, and before then I was actually in Beaver. I move around. I got that gypsy life. You know what I mean? But Butler is a very, very welcoming platform for me. In fact, they were my very first live performance. They allowed me to go out and actually get it out and do. I owe everything to, you know, to them. Otherwise, I mean, I wouldn't have had my first live performance so soon. You know, and I have been venturing down into the city. Like you've seen those the posts that I made for you know, at P-Town Bar. I've been checking out a few more venues and stuff, and I've been gradually working my way down there. I got a few friends up north I'm going to be checking out hopefully by this time next year, if not sooner, you know. So yeah, there's some stuff in the works, you know, for
Good,
sure.
Good.
I have a like who are some of your biggest musical influences?
Well, I would have to say, like, right off the top, Frank Sinatra is my number one, and Linkin Park would have to be number two. I couldn't get through high school without Linkin Park.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people my age could probably relate to that. I remember sitting at lunch tables just writing lyrics for the songs that I memorized just because I could, write in my journal, just to keep me like stable. A lot of like rap rock artists that I don't want to be too specific, but I'm gonna say it. Limp Bizkit. I mean, that was a big inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
Like they're the ones who like kicked off that like whole genre. Them and Korn, they were the two biggest at the time, and you can't be a fan of that music without being a fan of Limp Bizkit. And Fred Durst and his weird Instagram page of classic cars or whatever he's doing now. He's great. It's great. But it's kind of weird though, like too, like Frank Sinatra, and then you went to like Linkin Park and then Limp Bizkit.
That's complete opposites, right?
Yeah. That kind of threw me off for a minute there.
Frank Sinatra is the man. What can I say? I don't know.
He is.
I have a lot of time and patience into that man's lyrics. He was so deep, and he did it right. Kept it clean, kept it sociably acceptable, and he was doing his thing constantly, nonstop, no matter what, so
yeah, he was right up till the very end he was still performing.
Very end. Very good singer, very talented artist, and
couple other artists from up in Butler that are good friends of the show, Lil Bambino and the Splash Gang.
I was just over there in the studio with them working on something.
Okay.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, that's awesome, man. We just met a fellow a couple weekends ago, Mike, or a couple weeks ago. What's his name? Sly Levy?
Sly Levy, yeah.
Sly Levy. Okay. Ice Pick.
Go ahead.
I said Ice Pick. That's one of his songs.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
He's a good guy.
And then also Tempo FYF. He just joined with the Hit 'em Hard music down here in Beaver Falls, and I think there's going to be a lot of great things coming his way as well. They just finished up a video for him, I think about a week and a half ago. That kid, he's very talented. And
good.
You know what? Whenever you go to watch him, and I'm sure you've seen him many a times, but the few times that we've got to see him perform, when he's done with his songs, he'll then go into this freestyle mode.
Right.
And it's really unbelievable. It really is. And I think that is more entertaining for me personally than his written music. He goes on, it makes sense. It sounds good. I really like Tempo. I like all the people from up there that we've met, but his skill is he's really, really talented.
Tempo is a very talented artist. I was I don't know if you're familiar with any of his older stuff, but I helped produce some of his stuff. Because he was kind of like, he never really had anything recorded, and I was like, so I helped him get some stuff recorded, and I'm happy to helped him produce some of his music, and now he's on his way, and he's going with Hit 'em Hard and stuff, so he's moving in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Finally, I'm happy for him for sure. It was definitely a blessing to be able to work with him for some time. We became very, very close friends, and still are to this day. So yeah, he's a real good guy.
He is a really good guy. We like him a lot. He's one of my favorites. Now, you said about 2 years ago, Joker Trey, that you started making the transition. Now, is this something that you always wanted to do? Have you known since you were a young person that this is perhaps going to? Is it?
Yes, I knew. I've known it since I could breathe.
Okay.
Things. That's just. I don't know if it's the case. It doesn't have to necessarily be the case for a lot of trans, but I know most of us do feel that. Since as long as we can remember.
Yeah.
I don't speak for everyone, obviously, but I speak for myself when I say, all my life, and then one day I just because I'm 30 years old now, turning 31, and I've kind of gone and done the whole head of household, had a job. I have 3 kids, you know what I mean? 2 different relationships, all that stuff. And, I got to the moment of my life where I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do what's going to make me happy instead of living this, this lie that I've been living and telling myself. So it's been freeing, to be able to do that. And I'm not turning back and I'm not looking back, and it's the best damn thing ever.
Joker Trey, it's like this. You only get one of these lives. Do what you
That's
want to
right.
do. There's no sense of not doing it because of how somebody else feels. That's bullshit. You know what I mean? People have their own fucking issues that they should be worrying about rather than these kind of things. That's one thing that does always piss me off. But it's awesome that you did. You're following through. You're doing what you want to do. And that, like you said, is ultimately what makes you happy. Why would you go through life doing what other people want you to do if you're not going to be happy? So,
exactly. Can't be a people pleaser. And that's what I was. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just pleasing everybody but myself. It may sound selfish, but hey, it's my life, not theirs. So,
and the thing is, when you're a people pleaser, all you do is stress yourself out. You're putting yourself behind the 8 ball. You're not happy. And again, you only get one of these. Why waste it with doing things that you don't want to do and and don't want to be?
Facts.
Yeah. What does that do, Joker? What does that do to your dating life? Where do you stand in the whole dating situation?
Well, right now I'm currently single, and it does make things a little challenging. Because you have to be upfront with people. And see, I joke around and I title myself the Swiss Army knife. Well, because
right.
I have a wide array of potential partners, but I'm not currently looking in that direction. I'm more focused on like my career and stuff, but it will become presently a challenge anytime I do attempt, to go down that route. So it's hard to find people who are openly acceptable there, because what you'll get is in my situation that I've noticed is you'll have people that want to privately, enjoy your time, but when it comes to the public eye, then you have to be pushed back or held back or told. Like I've had situations where I was told, like, can you tone it down? I'm like, no, I can't do that. So things just never really work out. I'll find it someday, but I'm happy as I can be, being and doing what I do now. So instead of chasing that loved one or that love life, I don't necessarily rely on that these days.
And maybe that's what happiness is going to be for you. It's going to happen organically. You're doing you're working on music, and one day, it always seems to be when you're least expecting it, somebody's going to pop up that you're, really going to have feelings for. And, so, I mean, those are things that they're going to happen when they happen. You really can't force
exactly.
a lot of times. So I agree. I think that you should really, keep busting your ass on that music, man. Ma'am, I'm sorry, because what I heard was really good. It really was. I started listening to some stuff yesterday, and then I got on this morning. I wanted it to be fresh on my mind. Like I said, the drop and Die Young were great.
DTFP,
yes.
Down to fucking party. That's what that song means.
Okay. But I was I thought this is good. I thought, and here's the thing, and I mentioned earlier, you will draw attention. So please, by all means, keep doing what you're doing. And if anything that you need, medium wise, you need to ever come on and talk or promote anything, don't hesitate to do so.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Hey, we appreciate you. And anything else? You have anything you want to put out there? Any plugs? Any shows coming up?
I did write some stuff down.
Okay.
Supposed to announce.
This is your time, Joker.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Butler Hip Hop community concert September 9th. So if anybody's in Butler and wants to come plug in, I'll hook you guys up with a flyer once Ev is done printing it up. He just got some artists and stuff. It's gonna be, I think it's called Pullman Park. It's the baseball park that's in Butler.
Okay.
They actually had they used to have that big boxing match that was years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember that. So that's going to be on September 9th. You'll see, I'll be performing along with a bunch of other artists. It's going to be awesome. And anybody who hasn't checked out the Butler hip hop and rap community, I'll give you guys links again for everybody to go that way. Anybody who's in the area who does community service and whatnot, they are a nonprofit organization, so they'll help out with stuff like that. Plus the trash pickup every Saturday. Who doesn't feel good picking up trash, right?
Mike loves it. Mike absolutely loves it. So like I said, we will be sending him up there soon.
And then I don't know. I mean, other than checking me out every Sunday at 7 on my YouTube channel, that's where I'll be hanging out on Sundays. Other than that, I'm just keeping my nose to the grind and doing me. And I'm pretty sure if you guys will have me on some more shows down the road, I'll be happy to join and give you some more updates on everything else as it goes.
Absolutely. You're always welcome. I think you're great. I'm going to continue to follow you. I'm going to continue to support you. I'm going to continue to spread your word. I think you're great, and I hope to see you do amazing things in this life. Besides for that, we do thank you very much. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
Oh my God, I've been muted for the past 10 minutes because I had a coughing fit. I was wondering why is no one talking to me? So you also have a website, don't you?
I do. It's J0K3RTR3Y.com. It's actually a GoDaddy website, but I own the domain name, so you can go in and find all my information. I try to keep it updated as much as possible. It's still fairly new, and I'm still trying to get used to doing all that. I do everything on my own. So
me too. I do our website too, and it's nerve-wracking. I'm afraid to change anything.
It is. I try to go through it.
One thing I also observed as well, if you go to Joker Trey's Facebook page, you have a list of everywhere that you're at. Your YouTube, Instagram, everything all the way down the list. But the name isn't the same. Is that okay to tell people the name of your Facebook?
That's Trainita Treyway is my local Facebook. You can also go on Joker Trey. I have a Joker Trey Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
But if everything you need to know and all my links are on the website, like I said, I've kind of like been slow to update. That's like been the last thing to touch, and I actually just started updating that website like this week. So if you type in jokertrey.com, that's the vowels are numbers. Obviously, it's 0 and 3s. So jokertrey.com, and it'll take you right there, and you can find all my links and stuff. My active projects may have changed, and I've got to, like I said, update stuff, but all my links are right there.
Very, very important.
Check it out, everyone.
When you do go check her out on the when you type the name in, the vowels are numbers. So when you go to write Joker, the O is a 0, and the E's are 3. So that's very important to keep in mind. So
I feel like you're personally attacking me, Ryan, because it took me 4 times to write the email today. It's been a long morning, and I kept hitting zeros and stuff. Had to retype it. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, also check out her merchandise store too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's still a little iffy on how that thing's working. I don't even know if it's working. Did it take you?
Yeah, it took me right to right to the merch store, right on Spreadshop. Yep.
Oh, joy! How about that?
That's the same site we use too, and I was like, clicked in. I was like, hey, it works just like ours. All right, yeah,
that's awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah. Like I said, it's still new. I'm still figuring it out. Yep. So yeah, if you guys want to buy some merch,
I will be checking your merchandise out. Everybody else, please check her out. Joker Trey. She's everywhere on the internet, all kind of social media sites. We got shows coming up. We got and you said every Sunday night on YouTube is your show.
Yeah. Yep. Sunday night at 7 Eastern.
Okay, so there you have it, everybody.
That's the SS Quaff Waffle. That's where I put on my my captain hat, and
I like it. I like it.
I love it.
All right. Unfortunately, everybody, we are out of time, but we do want to thank you so much, Joker Trey. Like I said, you are welcome anytime. I think you're great. I will continue to follow, support, and spread the word.
All right, we'll do.
If you have anything, Mike, that's going to be it for us.
No, I have nothing.
All right,
again,
guys.
Thank you so much. It was great meeting you. Keep up the hard work. For Ryan, Mike, Joker Trey, we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.